I'm here. I know I'm a bit late, usually, than usual, is what I meant to say. Excuse me. Right, okay. I have not done all the things I was supposed to do. So forgive me. Forgive me. I was supposed to update something. Normally I do all of this stuff before I come on and do a live stream, but I've been busy. Well, I've been busy. I've been kind of busy. I've been kind of like stuck. Oh my god, it's so hot. I've been kind of stuck with the AI video generation prompts and stuff a little bit. Well, it's just that I'm not usually, I've not got like an artistic block or anything. What's happening is I kind of am just stopping what I'm doing to think of how to use pictures. I'm mostly using pictures of myself is the problem, and I kind of don't really know what other people would want to see, other than the things that previous people have seen. So there's not really much creativity to go there. So yeah, so I've been kind of I've just been not stuck, just kind of it takes a while longer to actually what I'm you know get what I'm thinking and then formulating it into a proper idea and then implementing it is what I'm trying to say. Hey, Petafox. I don't know. I'd upload to Tumblr. Come on. Honestly, those days of it being super cold have kind of ruined me a little bit because, like, I adjusted to that and then it's not been super duper cold. It's like 5 degrees C here, which is positively warm. It's 10 degrees warmer than it was just like a week ago, a couple of days ago, even, which is crazy. Crazy. Right. Okay. Hey, Panafox. What are you up to? Are you working? I'm slightly distracted. Like I said, I'm doing all the things I should have done before I came on stream, but was a dingus and didn't do those things. Okay, uploading the ones I just made to Thingy. To Discord. I'm kind of relieved that these are tiny, tiny files. On Telegram, I'm having trouble with the bigger files. I'm just gonna have to like cut them in half and then put part 1 and part 2, I guess. Is this a new thing on Telegram, by the way? I saw I uploaded like I swear I sent Roscoe like a huge file in the past, and it was fine. But now it's not fine. It's not good. It's bad. Right, so that's what I did tonight. I'm thinking about not having another go at it just yet. Thinking about it. I think I just screwed something up. Oh good, oh good. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. No, no. No, no. I've still got to do that. Sorry, complicated, annoying bullshit happening in my head. Okay. There we go. Right, okay, now I'm done. Now I'm done. Now I'm here. Could just got out of the shower. Sometimes I have not had my shower yet. I was supposed to have that today. Didn't have it today. The only reason being that it's like I like to have help in the shower. It's just easier to wash certain things when you have help in the shower. Anyway, yeah, my partner is still sick and he is tired, so basically he went to bed. So yeah, when I went to have my shower, he was already in bed, and I didn't want to basically make him. So I can wait. I can wait till tomorrow. I'm not like gross or stinky or anything. So yeah. Anyway, okay. What are the things I need to talk about? I don't think there's anything urgent that I need to talk about. I think we're still on track for basically I'm uploading things to the archive. Oh, I haven't backed up anything. That's the thing I have to do next. I have to back up everything. But yeah, I haven't uploaded everything to the archive just yet, but it's in the process. So Telegram archive is being done. I need to cut some of the files, like I said, in half. So I'm going to do that. Thinking about basically adding another topic or channel to Telegram, because I've got like the general chat for all the Telegram conversations that anybody wants to have for the Tubbs network, and then I've got like another topic that is the safer work videos and the not safe for work videos, and then I've got another topic that I'm planning, which is going to be just raw footage. So yeah. Eh. But yeah, as you may know, I can only upload things when I'm actually at the computer. Um, because I don't like to leave it to upload by itself. In case things go wrong. I've already dry mouth and throat tonight. Like my tongue feels thingy. I had cereals. Like last night, before I went to bed, I had cereals because I didn't have breakfast that morning. I basically like got up and just did stuff. But I had cereals, and like the cereals I had somehow basically shredded my tongue. None of a part of my body, none of a part of my mouth is shredded, and that's usually like what I have the the most problems with is the other parts of my mouth. Never my tongue. But yeah, my tongue's just been extra sensitive today. It's very uncool. How much do I have left to upload to Telegram? I have no idea. I have no idea. I've nearly done the completely sorted videos, of which there aren't that many of. I don't know how many. I can't estimate how much. I think that's like a third of all of the videos that were going to be uploaded to YouTube to go to the various channels and stuff. Basically, are held in a separate folder. There's another folder that's called completed, and in that folder it has subfolders of all the channels. And every time I upload something to YouTube, it goes into, that file then gets put into a folder in there. But like I said, I haven't uploaded everything to YouTube. So I was in the process of doing that when YouTube started taking down videos and then deleting channels and stuff. So yeah, like I'm nearly done the completed folder. The raw footage completed folder though is like that's a big one. So I'm doing that next, and then I'll be moving on to the other one that's unsorted, the other folder that is completely unsorted, and I have to be complicated and careful with what exactly is in those. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a long time. But it'll be worth it. The entire archive of all of the videos that I've ever taken, apart from a few, just one or two, I think. Like, well, I think there's some of the earlier stuff is missing, but you know, is annoying, but I can deal with it. It's fine. But yeah, there's that. Still don't know where I'm going to post the new original content though. Still don't have a clue about that because Twitter is still being a bit weird. But that's like I've said to myself that I'm going to basically completely organize and sort out exactly when. Two out of like 1,000 isn't bad. It's a couple of thousand. I don't think it's just 1,000. I think it's like more than that. I think Roscoe has all of my videos, so you can probably ask him like how many files I've got. But yeah, I'm not going to go into the managing system right now and look it up. It's just no. Well, you paid for a copy of the archive. I think he's missing a year of videos. But that's it. But yeah, it's not a couple of videos that are missing. I'm pretty sure there's a big chunk missing from the earlier videos. Other than that, I have saved everything. Everything's on these external hard drives, and whatever didn't get uploaded to the external hard drives 6 months ago is also backed up in another external hard drive somewhere in the house. So yeah. Oh, everybody went. Everybody left. In me. Anyway, next week I'm going to go onto Twitter and I'm going to basically like try every single day to see exactly how it would look and if I need to basically upload. I need to make a new page, channel, whatever. I mean, apparently, I don't understand the whole like the term gooning. What was wrong with the term wanking? I much prefer that term. I know it's just a personal preference, but it's like, you know, wanking and wankers. That seems fine. Why do you have to invent a new one? Too old of a time? Do you mean term? Is it autocorrect again? Probably is autocorrect. Seems more British. The English language is British. Do you know what I don't like? I don't like how Futurama defended. I know. Nobody asked. Okay, but Axe. I hate how Futurama predicted that the Americanized ask is turning into Axe. Like in 1,000 years, it won't be ask a question. I need to ask you a question. It will be ask you a question. I hate that Futurama predicted this because it's now everywhere in America. Like Americans say axe. I don't like it. I don't. You Americans have the ability to say hard R's, and you don't use it. What is wrong with you guys? I just realised, yeah, not in the term of the not hard R as in like, isn't that basically like a way of saying the N word or something? It's just that I remember watching I remember like somebody explaining to me that they went to a accent coach or something. They work in like the theater. Like I had a friend that worked in the theater, and they wanted to go into acting, but they are stuck with a very specific accent. So basically, they wanted to get they wanted a dialect coach. That's it. And they basically said to them that they really liked my accent. They said to me that they really liked my accent and stuff, and I hate my accent. But it's just that when he asked about this with a dialect coach, they basically said that it's like, yeah, the English accent is actually a little bit complicated. Most people go for the lazy Cockney version and stuff when they try to imitate English accents, but it's incredibly hard to get the posh Queen's English accent perfect, right? And he said that essentially it's just you have to drop all of the hard R's and like already enunciate like very specific parts of words, well, nearly all of the specific parts of words and stuff, and you can't just let yourself just you can't let any part of your tongue relax. And it's like, yeah, I can see how that's an issue. I get it, you know. And the hard R things, the words with hard R's are right. Yeah, basically, you guys put R's, Y's, and U's in the middle of words for no reason. and it's very funny. But why? Is the Irish accent hard? Like, what does the Irish have an issue saying? I don't know, because I specifically remember I was taken at a very young age to delete my Irish accent, and that's why I've got a speech impediment right now. So I don't know what the Irish have hard problems. I just remember this being a thing. Also, there's a very funny joke in the the TV series Dollhouse. There's a very funny joke where basically everybody kind of like gets their memories erased, like temporarily they get their memories erased, and there's an English actress in there, and basically like nobody knows who they are, but she says, you know, when somebody discovers her, she's like, "Who are you? What are you doing in there?" I'm very English. Oh my god, I'm very English. I have a hard time saying hard R's. I hate this. It's set in America, so basically it's like everybody else is American except for her. So when everybody loses their memories and stuff, it's kind of like it's like I'm very British, aren't I? That's really irritating. I hate that. She's very funny. So yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not the dialect coach. I have no idea what the Irish have problems saying. I think they just have problems talking in general, but that's what you get when when the English basically try to eliminate your language. So yes, like actual Irish Gaelic is incredibly rare. You know, it's kind of still taught in Irish schools, but it's just that its proficiency is continuously going down, and it's a real shame. But yeah, but you Americans, you're easy. You basically just add, like I said, you add letters to the middle of words for no reason. Suddenly you can talk American. They added an I in the middle of the word American, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, I hate the axe. Can I axe you something? It's like fuck off. No, you can't ever. You can ask me something, but yeah, I hate that. I hate the axe thing. It's so annoying. But I don't hate it. Oh my god. If we're gonna get into we're gonna get into pet peeves again because I've got nothing else to talk about right now. So yeah, I still don't have a calendar, so I don't know how to orient my camera properly. Yeah, I've already forgotten what I was gonna say. Awesome. Accents, axe. Nope. Oh yeah. Well, this isn't it. I'm pretty sure this isn't it, but yeah, this is also something. The people that say, "Can I ask you something?" I always respond with, "Apparently." But honestly, because it takes me a while to actually figure out that they are asking if they can ask me something more personal. Because I'm just like, you just did. I mean, what? You just You just asked me something, so you can ask me something clearly, right? I don't know what the issue is here. It takes me a while for my brain to actually be like, oh no, they mean something else. I hate. I don't like when people do that. That's it. It was the word. It was the word. Hate. Hate is a big thing. Okay. I really don't like. See, I didn't say hate there. I don't like how since it's like since, I think it's since like the 90s. I think it's since the 90s onwards. The word hate was just used for everything. When you hate something, it's like you have the worst possible feelings towards something. You know, that's what you use the word hate to. You don't you. It's like the most extreme form of dislike. You know, it's not. You can't just say I hate. I hate I hate pears. You know, like I would never say I hate pears because I don't hate pears. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. You know. So how are we supposed to ask you a question? You just ask me a question. You just do it. You don't ask me to ask me a question. You just ask me a question. There's very few things in my life that I will not basically tell people. I'm incredibly annoyingly honest. I've been told that I'm actually a bit too honest, but that is just an Irish trait. That is in my DNA. I cannot stop doing that. I am incredibly honest. I'm usually nice about it. I usually don't basically say that, you are ugly as fuck or whatever, you know. Pear, pears took the life of my family. Now I hate pears. No, no. Right, I never. It was an example, and you know that. You're just trying to mess with me. See, now it's too cold in here. Oh my god. Also, put my finger for a spider web. Assholes. That's so good. I don't need to shout anymore. I feel like I was shouting. But yeah, I cannot envision a situation where somebody would hate pears. Like you can't hate pears. Most inanimate objects you can't really hate. You can't do that. It doesn't work. That's disrespectful to the spiders. If they disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect them. I swear there was a hatching or something very close by to my office because I can't see a big swarm of spiders anywhere. However, um, I did see two in a row. I basically one of them was dangling off of this shelf just here, just this very small spider, and it was just like, no, that's too close to me, and also you're gonna land on me. So I took their web and I put it in the garbage. And after I did that, I was making sure that it was okay. And then I got back to work, and then like there was another one just here, just off of the light, and I was like, great, okay. For a second, I did wonder, is that the same spider? But no. Got to apologize to the spiders. Oh no, I don't. I do not apologize to the spiders unless I'm actually sorry that I might have accidentally killed one, or I might have injured one in some way, you know. But no, I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for the spiders, because if I could, if I could turn the camera around, you'll see why. Okay, they've completely overtaken my windowsill. The ceiling is just like there's just webs everywhere. Oh my god, it's just like, yeah. And just because I don't kill the spiders, like, they've disrespected me. There's one over there. So yeah. Like, they're on the desk. They're even like, there's a web connected to the computer. I swear to God, you cannot put down anything in this office for more than a day and just like have it be just like a spider web on it. So yeah, it's crazy. It's worse in the summer. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can't hate pears. You're not allowed. But yeah, the word hate is just like, it's too watered down now in modern vernacular. In modern vernacular. By the way, I heard because I said vernacular. I heard the most American. I heard the most the most southern old American guy. Basically, I can't remember where this is, from, where I saw this, but I swear I've seen like a video or TV show or series where basically like somebody says like that isn't part of modern vernacular, and like this old American guy basically is like vernacular, vernacular. He's like trying to say the word vernacular, and it just wasn't working. It was just so funny. Oh my god! It's like the most modern interpretation of my laughter at an American accent has to do with, and I already told this story on Discord, but basically, I had a video call with my ex on Christmas, like right after Christmas, in Boxing Day or something. And yeah, like, her husband was in the background, and I said something akin to, she was looking very miserable and stuff, because, and I know you already know this, Powder Fox, but she was looking very miserable, and I was like, "Are you okay? Why do I get the feeling that you're going to tell me a story that ends with, and then the Fire Nation attacked?" And she was like, she smirked slightly, but other than that, she just wasn't impressed. And then her eyes kind of rolled as I heard like a big fat American laugh coming from the background, because her husband is a big fat guy in America. He's a big fat American guy. Um, but yeah. And then I saw him shuffle, like in the background behind her, like shuffle into a door. And she was like, "That wasn't funny." You know, he's still laughing in the background, and then he was like, "I'm gonna pee my pants," like in the most, like in a really thick American breathy voice, because he couldn't breathe because he was laughing. Like, well, he'd laughed so hard that he wasn't making sound anymore apart from those words, so it was kind of wheezy. So it was very funny. Just the "I'm gonna pee my pants." Apparently, he did wet himself, which was like, I accomplished something this Christmas, so that's something. I made a big fat guy wet himself. I shouldn't insult. I shouldn't insult my ex's husband. I shouldn't do that. That's mean. She sometimes watches my live streams. She'll probably see this in like a month's time because there is a big delay. But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. Just the I'm gonna pee my pants. Mm. You can't tell me what to hate. Okay. I'm a free spirit. That's kind of hot. What is kind of hot? I made a fat guy. It wasn't that funny. It was. I think it was just because he was drunk or he had had a lot to drink because it was Christmas. So yeah. I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into too much of like of their situation or whatever. But like he's been on a super strict diet and he wasn't allowed to drink. And then like after Thanksgiving, he was basically like given permission to basically be able to drink like booze again. And ever since then, he's kind of been a bit hitting the bottle hard a little bit too much, I think. But I'm not going to make judgments. I'm going to get yelled at. I do not need her wrath upon me. So yeah, it's just very funny. Poor guy. Okay, I'm out of things to talk about right now in my brain head. Like I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, I mean, I'm trying to figure out if I should stay up or not. I know I'm not tired enough to actually fall asleep, so if I go to bed right now, I am going to be awake for like a couple of hours at least. But like, I don't know. I feel like if I also stay up, then I'm going to stay up until it gets light outside, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to watch Star Trek today because Itchy was busy. That cartoon you posted was funny. Well, the animatic of that, or the it's not animatic. It's a working. It's the frames. It's the working frames of a sequence, working sketch of an animated sequence, which is really good. Like I really like that person's stuff. But the thing is that it's very strange how they kind of they've nailed my character without actually meeting me. Who knows? Maybe they're a fan. I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just a weird coincidence. But yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to reply to it so that he could get a link to it. Like, because I was in the middle of doing something. So this was the fastest way to do that, was basically just quickly search for it, found it, replied to it so that Itchy can see it. You know? I figured that you would figure that part out and get it and understand, but apparently not. Apparently Panafox didn't. But yeah. You got confused? What's to get confused by? That's not that confusing. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it is very strange to watch those cartoons and be like, that's very much like me and Itchy together, you know, like the whatever the smaller character is supposed to be isn't really like Itchy at all, but like the big guy, is it Wilbur? I don't know. Um, like that guy's me when I'm with Itchy. That guy is me. You know, that's weird how accurate that is. You know, but yeah. I will jump on Itchy in public. I will bite him in public, and I will definitely lick him in public. I am basically a big dog. So yeah, it's like that is definitely something I would do in that animatic. So yeah, it's funny. I'm not your favorite compared to Itchy. I've not met you, Panda Fox. Like we have not been in near proximity to each other. Like Itchy is like one of my favorite people on earth. You know, like I've met him. We've made the effort to actually connect. I made the effort to actually connect with you, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to go over it again. But I've never actually met you, Panafox. So I mean, isn't it enough that we're best friends? Yeah. Licking in public is a little bit too much, isn't it? Well, not if it's in a cutesy way, like in that animatic. I keep saying animatic. I don't know what else to call it. What do they call it in? What is it called in the thing? A work in progress. Okay, rough pass. Yeah, but yeah, like I mean that's fine. Yeah, I'm not like ripping his shirt off and then tonguing him in public. But yeah, like I have jumped on him in public. I've even bitten him in public. You know, and I have licked him in public. like like these things have happened, but never in a super sexual way. If you ask Itchy, it's in a super sexual way, but that's only because in his head, he's fucked up. Like me just hugging him is a weird sexual act. The boy's got problems, okay? Oh my god. So I was sitting on my nuts. Well, I wasn't sitting on my nuts. I was sitting. I changed position to the point where my underpants had tried to squish my nuts. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Did you even watch the thing? Did you just see it and then post it? You know, see the picture and then post it without watching the thing? Oh my god. That is generally how I introduce Itchy to people, by the way, is that I do the Janet from Good Place, you know, when she introduces Derek to people. So this is Derek. His brain is wrong. You know, it's like I do that with Itchy. So this is Itchy. His brain is wrong. Well, no, I did, but you liked the first one, so you liked the first one so much. I didn't say that I liked it. I mean, I did like it, but I didn't like it super much. I had already seen this thing, basically because when the first one came out, um, a couple of people on Twitter, I think it was, basically said um, that they didn't know that that's what I sounded like. Like they thought that that was my persona and that I voice acted in this, even though it like gives credits at the end of that thing. So they would know that that's not me. But it was just like that's sweet. It was just a couple of my furry fans that basically were talking to me about it, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, I actually had to look it up. Why is my hair all fucked up on one side now? But yeah, like that character is so much like me that essentially people thought that it was basically me, that I commissioned this or something, or was a producer on it or something, and I did not know it existed. But yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I do not know what to say. I think I'm done. These. Oh, it hasn't been an hour yet, so this technically was a quickie. Okay. But yeah. Got anything else you want to talk to me about or say or anything? I did. I was able to get back into streaming on Growler, by the way. I didn't do a stream today, but I did do a stream yesterday, and I did this. I did a stream the day before yesterday, and that seemed to work. Although the new phone does this annoying thing where like when it's closed, or when it's closed, I can use the front screen with the front camera on the front screen, and that's great. But when I open it to try to stand it up properly, it decides that no, it was shut down. It shut down the stream. Shuts yeah, it shuts down the stream, and that's annoying because I need it to be open a little bit to actually like, make it stand up. You know, it's upside down. Because the camera here is a bit better than the camera that's here. How many cameras has this got? Well, it's got three. It's got three there, 3 cameras, and also one here. 4, 5 cameras. Anyway, yeah, the streams on Growler are really good, but I seem not to be able to. I don't seem to find good topics for those. I'm like, once I remembered that like one of the reasons why I stopped streaming was not because this thing got too hot and it drained the power way too quickly on this whole thing, but it was more that it basically God, look at the screen. Poor screen. Yeah. Was that basically I didn't really know what to talk about, and also there's Growler's very glitchy still. Like sometimes the chat will just disappear. Like people will still be talking and you know, talking in the chat, but I won't be able to see it for some reason, and I hate that because people think that I'm ignoring them or something. So yeah, it's like then I'll end up with a big empty space, and I'll just have to leave because I don't think that people are interested in anything I'm saying anymore, which is fine. People can do that. I'm okay with that. It's just that like it's annoying when I find out that it's just a weird glitch. You know, it's still glitchy basically, but I mean it's fine. Otherwise, it's fine. Otherwise, it went good. In fact, I liked it. Yeah. Basically thinking of doing a day on here, and then a day streaming on Growler, and then doing a day on here again. You know, unless I basically use up a bunch of time on StreamYard, because I'm not paying for StreamYard, so it means that I've only got 20 hours a month or something. I think that's like you get a limit of 20 hours a month of free streaming on StreamYard, which is okay. Pretty much. Although I do only come on to here when I'm streaming when I've got something to say or talk about, or if I'm really bored. So, yeah. I've got to sort out my Pokemon cards, because now I've got the app on this phone. I can now scan the cards in and actually use the app on this phone. My precious. I have another problem with the case. That's what I can talk about. I have another problem with the case. Okay. So, like, Opening the case, really cool. You can see the whole screen. It's really like it's a big tablet. I know it looks smushy because of the lighting. It shows up all of the fingerprints, but yeah, um, it's not actually that dirty. It's not dirty at all. Okay, it's just that any fingerprint is basically leaving a mark at the moment. But yeah, um, it's like, can you see the problem with this phone case? Can you see the problem? It's the fold area, the the seam. What do you call it? The bookend. What is it called? The spine. Yeah, the phone case spine covers the screen. It covers a chunk of the screen. When it's folded, that's not that much of an issue, right? Right. When it's actually folded, it's not an issue. But you can actually see by the amount of grease on the all the fingerprints on the screen, how much of the screen it actually covers up. Now, again, that wouldn't be such a big deal if if when you're using the camera and you're using it on selfie mode, when you're using on selfie mode, you can actually use this screen to use these cameras to actually take a selfie. So you can use the high quality cameras to take a selfie, which is cool, right? Except you can't see part of the image because of the seam. I want to show you an example, but I can't really show you an example without basically like showing off the the part of my office that looks really dirty and gross. You know. I guess I can tilt it a little bit. Okay. So I'll go to camera. Right. See? It's blocking off a big chunk of the screen. So yeah, that's the only problem, but it does mean that when I actually see my desktop. I say my desktop because it's basically it is like a computer. Well, it is a computer, but it's just that it's a computer that can fit in my pocket. It's so cool. I know that's what all phones are technically, but yeah. Um, It's actually got a desktop with a start bar and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so cool, but crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's the only problem. I'm annoyed that I've actually got the phone case that I stuck this on before considering this, because now that's stuck on, and I can't really take it off without basically damaging the phone case. So I can't just send the phone case back. Or use the phone case for later. So yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer, but it's like I'll deal with it. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah. It's the only downside so far. Because when I'm filming things, of course, that is going to be amazing. Like that's going to be like a huge deal. Like I can actually use a bigger screen to preview things on camera to set things up properly and everything. Except I can't, because now there's a big portion of my video, like that much of my screen is off. You know? Like I can't see that much of the screen. It's like, oh. It only bugged me a little bit. That's why I keep telling myself it's fine. From what I can understand, this is going to be an issue for most phone cases, unless I get just the ultra slim phone cases for it. But I don't want the ultra slim cases because I want my phone to be protected. It is expensive, and I don't want to drop it and it immediately break. You know. Although David did say that I've got it's insured because it's part of the electronics insurance, the household insurance stuff. So yeah, like I can put a claim into it if it does get broken. But yeah. I mean that's a bit uncool. It's just a bit uncool. Apart from that though, everything else about it is still amazing. I still am enjoying it. I still love it. It's amazing. I don't like that I don't have a way of actually like cleaning it. Like there is like I keep using a glasses wipe on it. But that only works, that doesn't always work. And also now I need to clean my glasses wipe again. Because apparently you're not supposed to use alcohol wipes on the inner screen. You can use alcohol wipes on the outer screen, but you can't use them on the inner screen. Because the inner screen, remember, it's got a screen protector. Like it's part of the screen is a screen protection layer, right? Because you can't put Gorilla Glass on it, because it folds. No, it does look a bit better. So yeah, you can't put alcohol wipes on it because that will damage the seal. Like that will take away some of the stickiness of the screen protector that's already on it. So yeah. So and if you remember, when I put this part of the phone case on, I used some of the alcohol wipe to kind of like wipe the inner screen. So I'm a bit worried that I've already fucked up something, Apparently there are places where you can actually get it repaired though. So yeah. Whatever. Hi Roscoe. Yes, I'm talking about the phone again. To be fair, though, and Panafox can back me up here, I haven't been talking about the phone the whole time. It's literally just this last bit that I've been talking about the phone. It's better as long as you don't touch it. So look how mirror-like it is. Jesus. But yeah, it's Black Mirror, though, so that makes sense. Yeah, see, I haven't been talking about the phone the whole time. And I was just leaving anyway, Roscoe. I'm sorry. Is there something you want to talk to me about? Roscoe, I was going to ping you when we were going to watch Star Trek today, but Itchy basically had to take down his Christmas tree and move his desk. So essentially, he had to put all the ornaments from the tree into boxes and wrap them up and stuff, which meant that he couldn't come tonight. But I am going to be doing, we are going to be watching Star Trek tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah. But yeah, anybody got anything else they want to talk to me about or ask me or anything? Now is the time. All good. Okay. I'm going to miss my depression here. My little meeting thingy is for next week. So that's something. Also, I found out that he actually watches my streams. The person I'm going to actually have the meeting with, he actually does watch my streams. So, yeah. Or at least watches the end part of my streams. I think. I'm not sure. All good here. All good. Okay. You should have time tomorrow. Well, if you can't make it, you can't make it. It's okay. I'm pretty sure you've seen those episodes anyway. Because we're not even on to the Zindi yet, so yeah. We're on the end of season 2 of Enterprise. But yeah. It will be like in around about 20 hours time, possibly 17 hours time. Who knows? Okay. Oh. Belly rubs. Ooh, cold belly rubs. Belly rubs. And belly salute. And I'll see you guys the day after tomorrow. Maybe. Unless you're on Growler, of course, in which case I will see you sometime tomorrow. So yeah. I think I'm just Papa Tubs on Growler. But yeah. Toodles.